Hey everyone, welcome to GachaPencil episode 8. My name is Edric and I am a character concept artist. In this channel, we look at characters that are found in anime or video games. We discuss a little bit about the character's story or world, or even the game's series, depending on the character. We will scrutinize and analyze the character's design and then give the character a rating in the end. The character rating will range from a 1-star common to a 5-star ultra rare character. Today, we will be looking at a new character from Street Fighter, Luke Sullivan. Luke was Street Fighter V's latest and last DLC character and is looking to be the new poster boy of the series, directly competing with the main face of Street Fighter, Ryu, in Street Fighter 6. So Luke came out of nowhere nearing the end of Street Fighter V's long list of character DLC releases. He doesn't have a story, he wasn't hinted anywhere, nor is he connected to any other characters in the Street Fighter series. I believe this was a little weird for everyone because you would expect character DLC releases for Street Fighter V to be returning characters from past games of the series. To me, it felt pretty obvious that Capcom released Luke to create hype for the upcoming Street Fighter 6. So we will be judging his character design based on a few points that I think are visually important for character designing. And so for the first point, let us look at Luke's relevance. Luke is a mixed martial arts instructor contracted to a private military company. Before that, he joined the military as a soldier mainly to fight against terrorism to honor his late father, who died sacrificing himself evacuating civilians from a terrorist bombing attack in a shopping mall. During his service, he met Gal, whom after a sparring match made him realize that being a soldier isn't exactly what he wanted to do with his life. So he quit. Basically, Luke joined the military to honor his heroic father, met Gal, realized he doesn't want to be a soldier, quit, then sort of worked freelance as a mixed martial arts instructor training a private military company. Alright, so he is a lost individual that doesn't really know what he is doing with his life. He doesn't really take anything too seriously and kinda just live his life chasing his passion, which is fighting and playing video games. Compared to Ryu, he is more relatable to our modern day society. However, he is also quite basic. Luke's relevance gets a 3 out of 5. The second point is color palette. Alright, so Luke's color scheme is default main character color palette, a deep blue and striking yellow as well as orange. This is a very strong complementary color combination. With a color scheme like this, it will be difficult having Luke to be anyone but the new main face and focus of Street Fighter 6 storyline moving forward. Comparing him with Ryu's new red and maroon color combination, Luke's color palette is so much more prominent and striking. His color is also very saturated and high in contrast, so he is very attention grabbing as a character amongst the 4 that are being shown right now in Street Fighter 6. To add to that, his color palette is also Capcom's official color palette. If my hunch is right, we will not only be seeing more of him in the game, but also as a mascot for Capcom's marketing efforts in the future. Like how Sonic is to Sega, Mario is to Nintendo, Luke might be the new main face of Capcom. His color palette is a 4 out of 5 for me. And now for the third point, let's look at Luke's silhouette shape. When I look at the silhouette shape of a character, I like to feel what kind of emotion the character designer is trying to convey, and the shape can tell us a lot. Usually, if the character has a lot of spiky, sharp edges, it tells us that the character is very dangerous and aggressive. Likewise, a rounded, blunt shape will tell us that they are more impactful or methodical and less aggressive. Looking at Luke, he has a lot of rounded curves on his limbs. His forearms look like rockets. He stands in a centered, very grounded and stable fight stance. Very similar to a lot of mixed martial artists you see in the UFC. His pose definitely feels offensive to me. Not an aggressive type of offense, but just a very moving forward kind of offensive. If his head was placed a little bit more towards his back leg and his front arm is a little bit more extended, that would feel more defensive. But right now, it feels like he constantly wants to close the gap and corner his opponents with his rocket arms. He looks really fun to play. I think he would suit the role of a mainly DPS kind of character. Silhouette shape gets a 4 out of 5. For the last point, let us look at Luke's outfit and head design. So Luke looks completely different from how he looks in Street Fighter V. The only similarities I can see are his color palette and rocket arms. I will be honest and start by saying I very much prefer how he looks in Street Fighter V than in Street Fighter 6. For his head design, when I first saw him in the trailer, I thought that he looked really creepy. Like, he has a very strong Joker vibe going on with him. Maybe it's the way he smiles. It is not as intense as Joker, but still creepy. I get that he's supposed to be a dude that isn't very serious with his life compared to someone like Ryu, but I feel that could have been toned down just a little bit. Like, they could have made his smile a little bit more proud or sarcastic even if they wanted to, but that is clearly a grin with expressionless eyes. He kind of looks psychotic to me, a little bit like M. Bison. That isn't a problem if that was intended to be, but his story just doesn't add up to that to this point. And his hair? I don't really know why it has so much volume. It is almost the same size as his face. For his outfit, Luke wears a white t-shirt with his V and stars motif, which was represented with tattoos in Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V happened before Street Fighter 6, so I would consider Luke in Street Fighter 6 to be a total redesign, as tattoos are usually permanent, especially in character design. He wears a blue sleeveless hoodie over that t-shirt and a pair of black joggers pants. He fights barefooted with MMA gloves on. Alright, so I think that his design is all over the place. It is very 90s if you ask me. Maybe it's because of the sleeveless hoodie jacket, but to me, his design in Street Fighter V feels more modern and looks nicer to me too. Like, I'm not trying to overbash him, but his outfit design just doesn't compare to the character designs we have seen for the other Street Fighter characters. I mean, take a look at his concept art drawing for Street Fighter 6. It looks good. Now take a look at the concept art drawing for Street Fighter 5. It looks even better. Somehow none of this was translated into the game. For Luke's sake, I hope he gets some really nice skins when the game comes out, because I want to play this character. For outfit and head design, Luke gets a 2 out of 5. Alright, so let's go over the rating that we have given him and see what his overall score is on GachaPencil. For relevance, it was 3 out of 5. For color, it was 4 out of 5. For silhouette, it was 4 out of 5. And lastly, for outfit and head design, it was 2 out of 5. Luke on GachaPencil is a 3-star rare character. So Luke was a character that was released as a DLC when I have stopped playing Street Fighter V. I was playing other fighting games like Guilty Gear Strive, which by the way is a fantastic game. But I did watch his gameplay, and many players were saying that he was very broken and overpowered. His projectile could negate and hit past Ryu's Hadouken, and his normal attacks were also very oppressive, making him easily a top tier fighter. I would expect this playstyle to be the norm in Street Fighter 6, and hopefully everyone will feel as powerful. From what I have seen, Street Fighter 6 is trying to change up the fighting game scene, hopefully making the genre more accessible and exciting. So what do you think of Luke's character design in Street Fighter 6 compared to Street Fighter 5? He is a relatively new character, and characters sometimes need time to simmer and brew before their full flavor comes out. I have a good feeling about this character. Ken has always been Ryu's partner rival, the player 2 to Ryu. Maybe in future Street Fighter games to come, Ken might take a backseat to this position and become more of a character for himself, and then Luke would take the spotlight for this. Who knows? If you enjoy this content, or have any characters you want me to take a look at, just let me know. I will be reviewing more characters in this channel, so join me to learn more about the characters that you love. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you again in the next episode.